Hi neighbors, I'm Greg with Etrailer. Today we're going to look at the Blue Ox Hitch on our 2017 Nissan Rogue. Okay, with the Blue Ox Hitch, it's a pretty clean hitch. It's tucked back in here, so it's nothing protruding out. It's your standard 2x2 opening, so fit most bike racks and cargo carriers, and you can also do some light towing. And this takes your standard 5/8 pin. It does not come with the hitch. You can buy these at Etrailer. And the eyelets are good for pretty much any hook, even the Clovis style hook. You got plenty of room in here. With the Blue Ox Hitch, you got some good ratings. This has got a 4,000 pound towing capacity. It's also got a 600 pound tongue weight, but you do want to check your manual to make sure you don't exceed what your Rogue's capable of. All right, we're going to take some measurements here. From the ground to the top of the inside of the shank, we're at about 14 1/4. You want to make sure you have enough ground clearance and determine whether or not you might need a raised shank. And then, all right, and we're going to measure from the center of the pin out, and we are at 6 inches to make sure the bike racks or any accessories you have will not make contact with the back of your vehicle. All right, this is a pretty simple install. You can do it with basic hand tools in your driveway. If you want to have it installed, you can look at our dealer locator on our website. But if you want to, follow me and we'll get it installed. Okay, and to start our install, we're going to be taking our push pins out here. There's 4 on each side, and there's also a Phillips screw in here. And these panels will come out and they won't go back in. And you can use a screwdriver, or if you got some trim panel tools, you can get these out. They come out fairly easy. And again, there's 4 on each side. There we go. All right, once you get the panels removed, on the passenger side, you'll have a bracket here that's got 4 18 millimeter bolts in it you'll need to remove. But the next step, you're going to remove the isolators for the exhaust. So you want to support the exhaust. I have a strap here, which you can use, or if you're on your driveway, you can use a jack stand. Kind of hold this up once you get the isolators removed. I have a tool, isolator removal tool, or you can use a pry bar, or whatever's handy. There's 3 isolators, 1 each side of the muffler, and then you got 1 up here. And then you can go ahead and lower it down to give yourself some room to install the hitch. And on the driver's side, the holes we're going to be using were not occupied, so you might want to take a wire brush or a tap to clean them out, just to make sure there's no grime or anything in there when you put your bolts in. Okay, you want to go ahead and maybe take a bolt and test fit it and see how it goes in. This one's kind of tight. So if you have that problem, I want to go ahead and get a tap and clean them out. That way you won't have any issues. Okay, and here's your hardware. You have your bolt and your washer. You definitely want to use have the washer with the teeth up so they will grab hold of the frame and won't rotate on you. Okay, you might want to grab somebody to give you a hand to hold this thing up and get your bolt started. Okay, now with all of them started, you want to go ahead and tighten them down with a 19 millimeter socket. And we're going to go ahead and torque these down to the specifications you can find in your instructions. And it comes with an optional bracket if you're going to do some wiring. Bolts down here on the bottom of the hitch, and then you can bolt your 4-pole or 7-plug bracket right here. Keeps it away from the exhaust so you don't get any excessive heat on your wires. And now we'll go ahead and put our isolators back on our exhaust. Hold it back up. And with our exhaust back up, we can go ahead and pull our strap down. And that will do it for our install on our hitch, our Blue Ox hitch on our 2017 Nissan Rogue.